You're watching MRU TV.
If you know the history of America and the way the United States were constituted, they don't have a kingdom, so they envy us. So feel proud to be part of Muteesa Royal University. Okay. Again, as I said, you're going to be reading about my message of welcome. I point out that here, you have been told by the director of campus, and also Dr. Chagulanyi has introduced me, that I'm an equivalent of a headmaster in high school. But I must say, I am different. Because I'm not going to tell you to lie down, and then you get caned. And another thing, you will hear to receive a career. You're going to become a professional, a journalist, an environmentalist. You're going to become an accountant. You're going to become anything. So you come here as a potential output that is going to make a difference out there in the world of work. So that is the difference from high school. High school, I don't know how many times you've been to the headmaster's office. You go there and of course there is a headmaster way of dealing with matters. But here we're not about simply teaching you as it were at high school. We have a difference. The difference we have is that in addition to teaching you things which are professional or career oriented, we also do research work. We do research. And a university that doesn't do research, that is not a university. The research we do, we build it into your teaching. We incorporate that research work into your teaching. And as Dr. Chagulanyi has told you, that's what I've been doing many years. He has pointed out to you that I've been working in South Africa. Before you thought you would be born, I was there. Because I've been working there for 32 years. And I came back to Uganda in June this year. So I'm new like you. But I'm not new to the country because I've been coming every time and also working at Makerere University. So, as he has told you, we are here as a team to make sure that we improve the learning environment here, as I will say, as I will point out later. But the point I wanted to make first is that you are here and it's a totally different environment from high school. The environment here is highly liberalized. There is a lot of freedom, unlike a high school. You do your own thing. You're considered a young adult. Okay? There are no restrictions like those of high school. But then what does that mean? It means that do not misuse the freedoms that you'll be given, or that the environment of freedom in which you're going to find yourself. I've already said, I love you and everybody else here loves you. So, you got to be responsible. Look after your body. It's very precious. Don't look at it as a cheap, what you would call resource. That's the most important resource. Don't allow anybody to confuse you with your body. You understand what I mean, eh? Somebody shouldn't get you on the street and start telling you nonsense, okay? You are precious and you must look after your body. And then you also must keep away from things that distract you, things that take you off course. For example, there are many temptations out there, like gambling. You see, many young people think that you can get rich without working. You know? That's why they take to gambling. They go to gambling because they think, oh, I can get quick money without having to work hard for the money. That is a misnomer. They're lying to themselves. You don't have time for that. Don't get into drugs. All right? Don't get into any other things that are any other thing that is gonna waste your time. That's very, very important, and that's the first important message that we want to give you. We want to see you as a healthy person. The owner of this institution, that is the Sabasajja Kabaka, is taking a leading role in ensuring a healthy nation. You hear programs he's involved in whereby he sees to it that his subjects are healthy. And then he also provides education. But education is only provided to a healthy person. If you're not healthy, then education is useless. Am I right? You agree with me, yeah? All right, so that's the other important thing. So I sum up that point by saying that gain your self-confidence. You must be confident of yourself. The lecturers here have got, or they're going to give you what we call lifelong skills. And one of them is building self-confidence so that you're confident of yourselves. And when you're confident of yourself, then you can be able to do everything else. Because you're the future, you're the future leaders. You're the leaders of tomorrow, as they always say. Okay? So we're not here only to teach you to become an accountant, to become a journalist or whatever. No. We nurture you to become leaders of tomorrow. You never know, the future president of the country might emerge from Muteesa One Royal University. Who knows? There's nothing impossible. Okay. All right. So you come to do a degree program. It's a very much involved process. It's a process that is very tortuous. It's a lot of work, I must say. You've done your A-levels. You saw how much work there was. Possibly you'll have to excuse me. I should have started by congratulating you for having passed your A-levels. Can you clap for yourselves? Yeah. That's a big hurdle in your lives that you've gone over. But I must point out to you that work at university is even much more involved. There's a lot more work here. Don't mistake the freedom for less work. No. There's a lot more work, and there is a lot of work which you have to do independently, on your own. You must have self-initiative. Your lecturers are going to tell you, write such and such a project. And then in addition to teaching and research, which I talked about, there is another element of what we call community engagement. You must be seen as participating in community what? Community work. The community must see you making a difference within them. You must go out there and demonstrate that you can make a difference in their lives. And that's one of the major expectations they have of you. So that's very, very important. And one other aspect is that, yes, that's one of the pillars of Muteesa One Royal University, which we have to see to, which we have to fulfill. We have to make a difference out there in the community. So whatever you do, whether you're doing accounting, whether you're doing catering, whether you're doing a degree in tourism, all those are geared to be responsive to the needs of our communities. Then this orientation program, some of you did turn up yesterday, others did not return, because maybe they may not see the value in this program. There is a lot of value in here, in this program. The orientation program is meant to not only to show you around, but to give you what you would call hands-on skills. Hands-on, when you can use your hands. Hands-on skills with regard to facilities which you're going to be using. Yeah? For example, many books are available in the library, but these days we do not use, more often than not, we don't use physical books. We use what we call e-books. They're online. So the orientation week is, among other things, meant to show you how to go about accessing e-books, how to do many other things. For example, using the computer laboratories, how you're going to be initiating that process. How do you log on to the system at Muteesa One Royal University? I'll call it MRIU, and many other aspects. So that's the importance of the orientation week. I'll tell you what the community out there says. What the community says. They say Muteesa One Royal University produces good graduates, trained well in maybe different areas, accounting, catering, tourism, and a diverse range of courses. But one downside, which the community has been pointing out, is that many of these products cannot write good reports. Your manager out there is going to tell you, write for me a proposal, write for me a report on something. Don't tell him, I only know how to count numbers in accounting. No, you're going to have to be able to write a report. So we have to correct that downside, because we are getting feedback from the communities. And as a result, we have started what is referred to as a writing center. We would want all of you, or not only want, but as a matter of fact, it's a must that all of you first years, you have to visit the writing center so that the writing skills can be transferred to you. When somebody writes an essay for you, that is what we call a disservice to you, because that person is not transferring skills to you. He's just doing it for you, and you gain nothing out of that. But when we say you go to a writing center, writing skills are transferred directly to you, and that is what we call a life skill. Life skill in the sense that you're going to die with that skill. Nobody's going to take it away from you. So that's very, very important. Lastly, you've got your friends who intend to join the university who are not here. Go out there and tell them that what we've seen there, Those people are not joking. Please change your mind and go there and receive quality education. Guide them. Right. I want to use this opportunity to wish you all the very best for your studies. And as the director of campus pointed out, we don't get to meet you quite often. I'll be meeting you in a group once again, not far from now, when you graduate at the main campus in Chirumba, Masaka. Thank you very much.
You're watching MRU TV.